All right, so here on Breakthrough, we do two types of product pitches, we'll call them. One is a product review, and the other is a product feature. Now, a product feature, if you have a great product, send it over to us, producer@foodabletv.com, and it is a paid placement, but we will give it an honest feature review. If it is a review, it's something that basically either I use or something that I've been around that I will give you guys as a tip. And obviously, building a website is a huge, huge factor in any one of your businesses, whether you're a startup business. There's a ton of plugins for this product, which is Squarespace. And I know you've probably heard of Squarespace, but I just want to kind of reiterate the power of what this product can do. Because a lot of people don't really understand the flexibility of Squarespace. In many cases, they'll go in, they build it almost like a brochure site, which is great. But the fact that Squarespace is always developing on the platform means that as new things come out, I remember when Squarespace became mobile responsive, that was a factor that a lot of people were having to put huge dollars into their business website to be able to get it to mobile responsive. That's being developed on an ongoing basis with Squarespace. So it's a huge ability there. The other thing is e-commerce ready, and this is tying into technical aspects of payment and merchant systems like Stripe. If you're not aware of Stripe, you should be utilizing Stripe as your back end. It's a great tool that ties directly into Squarespace. Plugin ready. Let's say that you have a membership program. Those are already out there in terms of doing membership programs that can be plugged in right to the Squarespace product. If you look at Squarespace and say something like Kajabi, which is a membership type delivery system for coursework, much like what we do, you could literally have a Kajabi product inside the Squarespace platform. And I think a lot of times there's so many other products out there, and again, so many people don't utilize the full power. It's like Excel almost. When most people use a spreadsheet, they use it for really basic elements. The reality is Excel is massively powerful. Same thing here with Squarespace. The other thing is I think that even though Wix is a great product and I've seen some good stuff from Bento, Squarespace is still killing it in terms of their overall design themes and their functionality of look. So as you see here, award-winning designs. If you haven't already looked at Squarespace and all the number of templates that can go on there, listen, we're right there up and open. We run foodabletv.com on Squarespace. And when you look at what we do, one of the things that I get more than anything in terms of comments from our clients or our readers or our viewers is they love our website. They're just in love with the look and the feel. This is one of the reasons, and that is award-winning designs. The other thing is blogging tools. If you are not blogging on your website, and that means content creation, so whether you're doing a podcast, you're doing a video, or you're just writing something in terms of how-tos or guides in your business, that is a great tool, and of course, it's built right in. And blogging tools are one of the most difficult things because a CMS, content management system, in many cases, whether you're using something like WordPress, and listen, I was a WordPress user for many years, and the great thing about WordPress, and it is developing, WordPress is a great product, but you constantly have to be developing on it, and you constantly have to be updating it to be able to have a masterful CMS. And that's where Squarespace really kind of jumps in terms of the tools, blogging tools being one of them. And I love the fact that inside their blogging tools, they've got the ability to do some very interesting things in terms of advanced recognition on when to post, also being able to do drafts. So if you get a lot of writers or a lot of people involved in the creative aspect of your business, everybody can be involved, and then you can have one person that's involved or kind of in charge of getting your content out there. SEO is the other factor that I think a lot of people miss in terms of their website. So whether you are doing a WordPress site, a Wix site, a Bento site, or a Squarespace site, I will wager, and I'd almost bet, that Squarespace, their SEO tools are probably the most powerful I have seen in terms of being able to get discovery on Google search. And that is something that every business is going to need on an ongoing, and you know, it is a must-have when you look at tools for your website. So SEO tools all built in and ready to go. And then you get into the analytics, and the analytics are something that I think people also fall away from. Sure, Google Analytics is out there and it's a super powerful product, but a lot of people don't understand how to build up a Google Analytics system. And it can be a little bit complex and a little bit intimidating. But if you look at what you're doing with a Squarespace, it literally is right there in the CMS tab. It's an easy, advanced way for you to look at your traffic, your referral engines, your date ranges, as well as your traffic spikes and falls. And it can give you a lot of feedback. The cool thing I like about analytics is this has a mobile function that is an app on your phone. So you can literally be looking at your site traffic hour by hour rather than having your desktop system required to open this up. That's something that, even though you can do that with Google Analytics, it's also very tough. Because of the setup required to be able to get a really good Google Analytics system together. We do Google Analytics here, but I also look at the analytics via Squarespace, and it's kind of interesting to see the two. There are some variances between the two, so be aware of that. It is an interesting aspect, and I do think we are going to continue to see some very interesting advancements in Squarespace, especially around the areas of podcasts, because I think podcasts and RSS feeds are going to be a factor in the future on creating really usable websites and making it something that you can use on a day in, day out basis. So if you haven't started, maybe you've got a store, maybe you've got a service or a gallery, or you've got some kind of business that's very visual, this is the platform to do it with. Squarespace, check them out at squarespace.com. All right, so if you have not already, make sure and hit me up over on my website at paulbarongroup.com. You can also email me at paul@pbg2.com if you have some ideas, or maybe you have a topic for Breakthrough. You want some insights. Maybe there's a potential for a consulting project right here on Breakthrough. If you do, hit me up over there. Also check me out on Twitter, which is just at Paul Barron. Thanks for watching Breakthrough. We'll catch you next time.